7 days until the PTCE. So I decided to vlog each day leading up until my exam, to kind of vlog like what I do in the day, because I'm trying to feel productive and just lock the fuck in, because I need to pass this exam, you know? Right now I am driving to my doctor's appointment. This is like my annual checkup. I haven't seen my doctor since like 2 or 3 years ago, so it's not really annual, but you know, you gotta do the annual one so you don't have to pay for insurance and stuff, or so it's like free. But like before my doctor's appointment, I brought Mika to school at freaking 8 a.m. and then I tried to go back to sleep, but was unsuccessful. So right now I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. I really need to fix my sleep schedule. I've been trying to lock in with that so that I can get enough rest and study each day. Just because if I don't get enough rest, I feel like I don't have the motivation to study. But I need to freaking study. I only have 100 out of the 200 medications I need to memorize, and then I need to still review the rest of the concepts. So yeah, after dropping Mika off, and then I kind of did go to sleep for like an hour, but sorry, just passed by a cop. I got scared. That's why the freaking angle's down here. Sorry, guys. So then I woke up around like 10:30, snoozed it, woke up around like 10:40, and then, yeah. One of the things I want to bring up to my doctor is, like, okay, low-key, like, I feel like I have sleep insomnia. Like, it takes me bajillion years to go to freaking sleep. Like, a lot of people can, like, just go to sleep instantly, right? No, it takes me, like, 30 minutes to, like, an hour to, like, fall asleep. That's, like, putting my phone down, and then that's when the timer starts. You know what I mean? Like, I just lay there awake for so long. But recently, just because, like, I've been in this cycle where, like, I go to bed at, like, 5 a.m., but then I have to wake up or Mika wakes me up at, like, 7 to bring her to school, so I don't get that much sleep. And then after I bring her to school, I try going back to sleep, but it takes me, like, an hour or two just laying there in bed to go back to sleep, and then I have to wake up, like, a few hours later just to pick her up from school. So these past few weeks, I haven't gotten, like, I've, on average, probably, like, 4 hours a night. Which isn't good, I don't think, but I've tried melatonin, like gummies and all that. They don't work. Like, if anything, they keep me even more up. So hopefully I can ask my doctor for like a sedative, a sleep medication. Like, it's getting desperate to this point. Like, I'm desperate. And plus, like, if I start working like an 8 to 5, like, I can't be going to sleep at like 5 a.m. Like, I need to be sleeping by like 12. But it's hard. Like, it's hard to fix it. So yeah. Okay, so I made it to the medical office with about 5 minutes to spare. So I'm gonna go in a little early to check in. And yeah, we'll see how the appointment goes. Okay, so as you can see, we're like inside the room now. We just finished like the pre-check stuff with the transporter, and so now I'm just waiting for my doctor. They made me fill out this little cute form or little questionnaire. So yeah, I'll update to see how it goes after I see the doctor. Okay, so I just left my doctor's appointment. Currently just walking around because I'll get to the update, but there was a lot that had happened just because I haven't seen my doctor in like freaking 2-3 years. So I'm currently just walking around to find somewhere to sit because I have to wait for a prescription that I got. No, I don't want to sit there. Okay, again, yes, a lot of things happened that I brought up with my doctor, so everything was fine. Like, the initial checkup was fine. It literally took like 2 minutes. He literally went through like everything. He asked if I had like acne, and I was like, I don't think so. And he was like looking at my face like, I was like, oh, I think it's gone. Because apparently last time I saw him, I had an acne problem. That was done. And he was like, do you have any other questions? I was like, no. Thinking like, oh, do you have any questions about like what he just talked about? And I was like, no. He's like, okay, well, I guess that's it. Good seeing you. And I was like, wait. I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, actually, there's been things I've been meaning to bring up. So the first one was like this kind of like rash that I have on my like torso area and my back. It's not really a rash, but it just looks like there's a rash. Like, I don't want to just like lift up my shirt and show you, but there's like dark pigment spots like all over my body. But it doesn't like hurt or anything. It's not itchy. It's not painful. And I brought it up to him last time I saw him, which was about 2-3 years ago, right? So it definitely was there. It was prominent at that time. So when I brought it up to him, last time I saw my doctor, he was like, oh, that's like just hyperpigmentation. Like, you should go out into the sun, So after that, I would just go in the sun, like tan, but it wouldn't go away. So when I brought it up again today, he was like, oh, that's post-inflammatory pigmentation. Yes. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, I can refer you to a dermatologist if you want. I was like, perfect. So yeah, then he was like, okay, is that it? And I was like, nope, there's one more thing, or there's another thing. And I was like, okay, well, then I brought up like my insomnia. He was like, yeah, like that, you definitely described like the symptoms of insomnia. Then he sent me instructions on he sent me instructions on how to like kind of mitigate that. So like, he was like, the bed is only for sleep and sex. And I was like, thinking like, oh, he's just trying to be funny. Because mind you, this whole appointment, he's just cracking jokes and all that. And I was just like, like, I love my doctor. He's so funny. And he's Filipino. Mind you, I'm thinking he's just joking. But then he sent me like the instructions of like, kind of like, it was like a whole like thing, like how to, deal with insomnia, and then I read it and it literally said the bed is used for sleep and sex, and I was like, oh my god, that's embarrassing. I would just laughed in his face. But he was saying like, oh, like any like technology needs to be out of the room, like your room should just be for like sleep and all that. And I was like, oh fuck, like I have my whole setup in there. I have a projector in there. I plan to have like a switch in there, like oops. But he was then like, okay, but I could also order you sleeping pills. And I was like, yes, that's what I need. So he prescribed me trazodone, which is also known as Desiro. That's the brand name. And its class is it's an antidepressant used for depression with a schedule of non-controlled legend medication. Oh my god, I'm literally so pharmacist. So then I have that prescribed, and so that's the reason why I'm sitting here, because I have to wait for the prescription to be filled. Because I walked into the pharmacy and there's a long ass line for pickup, but like my shit's not even ready to be picked up, and it said it would be ready by like 12:30. Oh my god, I hella skipped a part. But then he was like, in the beginning of the examination, when he was just going through all like the beginning, like the initial one, he was like, okay, we're done, and it's been like 2 minutes. He was like, oh, you're needed for your tetanus shot and then COVID shot. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I was getting shots today. So then jumping forward, after the doctor leaves, the medical assistant comes in and she comes and takes pictures of my pigmentation to send to the dermatologist, but then she also walks in with the shot. So then I get the tetanus shot and she's like, yeah, this one usually hurts the most, but it's good for 10 years. And I'm like, perfect. So next time I get the shot is like 31. So I've been like moving my arm this whole time. But yeah, that is the doctor's visit. Okay, so I just picked up my medication and they made me have a consultation with the pharmacist, which I wasn't really expecting because, my doctor just said I'll take one pill a day before you sleep. So I thought that was pretty straightforward. But after having the consultation with the pharmacist, I got more info about the medication and how often I should be using it. And she said, oh, you're only 21. I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, because I guess other 21-year-olds don't have the same issue that I have, insomnia. Insomnia is probably more prominent in like older generation. while I was speaking to the pharmacist, I just had this really big like smile on my face. Her consultation, like, oh my god, okay, wait. What's crazy that I'm saying this is like, I literally saw like my future. Like I saw myself in her position, like consulting a patient. Like I literally saw myself standing there talking about like the medication, the side effects, like a treatment plan towards the patient. And I don't know, it's just like for the longest time, I've always been so iffy about becoming a pharmacist because of, you know, a lot of things that people say about pharmacy. But I finally had my like, this is what I want to do moment. And that's just, I'm literally so blown away right now. Like, that was so shocking to have to experience that. Like, I was not expecting that. But to like feel like that is something I want to do. Like, oh my god. So crazy. But yeah, I picked up my medication. Now we're gonna go home and eat lunch. And then I'm debating on going to the library to study or just fucking sleep. Because again, I'm tired as fuck. So, debating if I should sleep or just stay up and then take the trazodone. But I feel like because it's my first time taking like a medication like this, like I'm gonna be out like a light. So no matter how much I sleep, like how I nap today, I feel like I'm still gonna be able to like knock the fuck out with the medication. So yeah. Okay, just kidding. We're gonna go get a car wash first. Damn, it busted my freaking side mirror, so wait, hold on, I gotta fix it. But the freaking dryers are like the worst. Like they never get like, okay, there was like water all over, but I just like used my windshield like, but yeah, like, bruh, don't even do shit. For lunch, I'm eating the spicy tuna like with rice that I made, but I didn't have like the packs of the seaweed. So like we have the sheets and I just cut them up. So I did in fact end up taking a nap, but it's 4:30 now, and I'm thinking of going to the grocery store because my family asked me to make them spam musubi, and I need to get ingredients for like the glaze or the sauce because we don't have like brown sugar at home just sitting around. And then like the library closes at 6, so like I don't think there's a point in like going right now. But I'll just do my studying here at home. So I forgot to record while I was at Rayleigh's, but this is what I got. I went to the grocery store, got some packs of seaweed, like you know what I'm talking about. I got more of this just in case, so when I make this kind of musubi, I don't run out. Hoisin sauce. We're running out of soy sauce, so I bought another one. So don't think I'm using all of this just for it. And then brown sugar. This is like the most unconventional way to package sugar. Like what? I'll just put it in here. Honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I just saw a recipe and it said oyster sauce, soy sauce, brown sugar. I was like, okay. I think I put too much soy sauce because I can smell it so much. It's so salty. It's more sugar. Is this supposed to be sweet or salty? I think it's supposed to be sweeter. Because it's supposed to be like a teriyaki taste. And teriyaki is usually like more sweet. Okay, I can really taste this. I didn't even put that much. I think it needs a little more sugar. Okay. You want some like thick slices. Ooh, yes. Yeah, they're still pretty thick. That's family, that's not enough. Also, I have 2. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 14 musubis in total. Okay, I think I might have burned a few of them, but overall, it looks pretty yummy.
Did you put margarine?
Uh-uh. Mmm.
Yummy, yummy.
Hot coconut.
Sarap. Yeah, you put that. I think this time you bake only the spam. That's that. Born. Good.
Okay, it is currently 6:36, and I'm going to do some of my studying right now. So for the exam, I need to memorize 200 medications. Right now, I am at 80, and my goal by the end of today is to be by 120. So that's about 40 new medications I need to learn. I have been doing it in batches of 10 because it makes it more digestible, but yesterday I was able to do it in 20s, and I didn't feel as bad, but I have about like an hour and a half before I need to go to the gym with Jessica. But here is like the 80 that I have. I'm not gonna say fully memorized. Like if I pull something like simvastatin, okay, well I know that this is yeah, I lied. Zocor. Like, how do I explain it? It's just like out of like 5 being like, oh, like I can name that like instantly, I'm like at like maybe a 3 for all the medications. Obviously like the medications that are recent, like folic acid, this is folate and it's a vitamin supplement. Like these are like the ones I studied last night, so they're pretty still fresh. But like, for example, like the first one here, I studied this like maybe like when I first started working on the course, which is probably like 2 months ago. I mean, I see a lot. I know lisinopril is Prenivil, but any of like the first decks before, like, I still need to review them. But the goal by, you know, until the exam is to know like the patterns of the medications and to identify other alternatives to medications, such as like different brands or like based on their class, like how I could find a different one. And since it's all multiple choice, I think it's a little easier in the sense that I can just be like, it's definitely not that one, you know? So yeah, let's go ahead and get studying. Hi guys, we're at the gym. We're doing leg day. Insert clip of Jessica's sweat here.
Right there.
Okay. Light work. Okay, after the gym, I went to Safeway and I got some strawberries because I want, like, I've been doing this protein shake after I work out, and I've been trying, like, when I first saw it, the recipe was like bananas. I don't really like the taste of bananas. Don't really like the taste of the bananas in the smoothie until I tried strawberries, because we had strawberries at the time, and beautiful. So I forgot to record me going there, but after that, then I went home, took a shower, and then I just made my smoothie. Forgot to record all of that too. So now I'm here back at my desk, and we're going to study for the rest of the night until I sleep. It's currently 11:24 p.m. and my goal is to be asleep by 12:30, so that's like almost an hour of studying. In terms of like my goal, I'm at 90. I want to be at 100. I'm debating if I should just try and memorize the last 10 or start working on like other content. But yeah, we'll see you for the next update.